Happy Tuesday, everybody. So now we're going to delve into the Nicene Creed. Why the Nicene Creed? Well, because it basically covers the entire Trinity and the theology of the early church and their willingness to come together to form one succinct belief system that they're hopeful everyone can at least get behind. Sure, there'll be different theologies and stuff and nuances within the religion, but they're hoping that they can come up with one statement of faith that every Christian can agree on. Like, if you can just agree upon this, then the rest is just gravy. It's not as much of a they're not so worried about heresy then at that point, if we can all just agree on this creed. But that tended to be a little more difficult than they hoped for. So how did we get to these creeds, and who started it? Well, at the beginning of Christianity, Christians were unorganized. It was just a bunch of small sects of Christians who got together in people's basements and houses and stuff like that and worshipped. There was no real organized religion of the time. There was this constant debate of the question of the divinity of Christ. No one could really agree. Was Jesus God? Was God not? This is going back to what we talked about yesterday. Many could not agree on what the fundamental Christian beliefs were. So they didn't even know what made a Christian a Christian. And then pagan roots were starting to infiltrate the beliefs of the Christian church. So they had infighting with the understanding of the divinity of Christ. They had Greek and Roman belief systems coming into the Christian belief and making it some sort of mixed religion that wasn't really Christian or Jewish anymore. And then it was just a huge mess. So they needed to come together and create some sort of belief system. All of this bickering was leading to conflict within the Roman Empire. So that's where Emperor Constantine comes involved. He was actually the first Christian emperor. And Constantine noticed these conflicts and wanted to bring peace to his state. So he believed in the Christian faith and wanted to stop all of the infighting that was happening amongst Christians, because he still was an emperor after all, and infighting was not good for business. So he was able to call a council. Constantine proposed that he was going to hold a council of bishops to confront the issues that Christians were arguing about. So he was trying to get all of these unorganized sects of Christians together to talk it out, to debate and bicker and do everything they needed to come to some understanding or similar belief system. And this is the first council to be called by the emperor and not by a bishop. Most councils were called by local bishops and addressed local issues. They didn't really span the entire Christian faith. And then the council called by Constantine addressed all of the Roman Empire and the Christian faith as a whole. So this is the first of its kind, bringing every Christian together. And you can only imagine a bunch of people doing something a certain way for so long, then having to come together and be told to do something else. I think we all know how that goes sometimes, right? And then Constantine called for a council in Asia Minor, which is modern-day Ankara, Turkey, in the spring of 325 CE. It's Common Era, so after Christ, but was relocated by Constantine to the city of Nicaea, which is still in modern-day Turkey. It's just closer to the river so that people from Europe could get to it, and then they didn't have to also go inland, so they could just get off their boat and be in Turkey where the debate was happening. So that's a little background on how we got to this proposed debate, and then we'll be discussing each part, historical part, each day until we get to the actual Nicene Creed itself. Okay, happy Tuesday, everybody. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.